I'm excited. I'm excited. This is it. Welcome back to Synthetic Oil Protection. I'm your host, Eben, and hey, we're back with the SL550, and we're putting on the race chip. And I actually did this to my Corvette, but it was a Diablo Sport tuner. It made a difference. So now I actually spent $500 here. I want to show you exactly what it costs. $5. Race chip RS. Does about 70 horsepower, 80 torque, and it also does some better gas mileage. That's primarily why I got it. So we're going to start the install now. We got the race chip, we got the wiring harness, we got our owner's manual right here, we got our box, which everything came good. We got all our connectors and stuff like that for fixing it once we're done. So we're going to start out with our very first thing. Now you're going to want to stay till the end. Definitely subscribe. We're going to do follow-ups with this car, and we're going to be showing the fuel mileage later as well. So subscribe, tap the notification bell. Also, we actually did all the fluids on this car, which is going to allow your car to run longer and stronger. So definitely subscribe to the channel. I wanted to let you know we let the car cool down for about an hour. Also, I have the key fob away, so it's not going to mess with the electronics, and that's good to go. So this is the first one we do here. So we have to get to this. This piece stays fixed. This part moves. So what I actually had to do is I actually had to push back this gray clip. First, I pushed that straight back, and I used a flathead screwdriver. Got to be very careful. I cracked a little piece of it, but it's still okay. It's still intact. So you push this back, then you actually go underneath here, and you're going to see this little teeny black clip that's right before it. It's this little teeny plastic ledge to it right there. That actually snaps on just like that. It goes click. You actually have to wiggle this off right there. Right like that, and it'll pop off. Right, we got A installed. So far, so well. You just have to be delicate with this little clip. That's the most important thing, and that's it. Now, this is the next one we put on. So all we did was snap off the engine cover. Real easy to do to get to this point. Now, this point, you do need a flathead. We're going to loosen this up right here. We're going to pop off this right here. And now this box is coming out. We're going to wiggle this real light, just like that. And this should come right out. Push in, and then wiggle. And if not, we're going to come from the other side, and we're going to just touch that little piece right like that. No. It's tough to see it from this angle. You got to go real slow. So what you're doing is you're pushing up that little plastic piece. You're getting right underneath it and just lifting it up lightly, super light. You got to be careful as you can crack that easy. And now this should come right up. Let's see here. This whole piece should wiggle and jiggle, and this should come off. Awesome. So we actually cleaned this up. In here we actually got our K&N air filter, so that made quite a bit of a difference on airflow, which I have that video. You can check that up in the corner. I got a whole playlist on this car. Here's B right here, right next to this little connector, which is right here. And there it is. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that little plastic tip out, go underneath and feather it, and wiggle out that connector. Got it. Got it. We got it. Woo! We got her. All right. There's our absolute pressure. And there it is. I'll show you what it looks like. Give you a close-up. Right here. And right in there. That's where the where it goes in. Right in there. That's it. This should snap in just the way the other one came out. Just like this. Right, the battle is over. Woof! We got that sucker in there. It was definitely a good fight. We got her in, and I went wrong because I was trying to put it in the other way. So the bottom plastic clip first, everything snapped in good. Now all we do is plug this right into here. And then this gets reversed like it shows on this clip. So to plug it in the other way, and it wouldn't go the way it shows on this card. So I plugged it in the regular way. So everything snapped in good. This is the boost pressure. This is the absolute manifold pressure, which is B. And now we're on to C. Our camshaft sensor. So this is C, our last one, right by the oil cap. All we do is just pop her real easy. Just like this, snap. Should wiggle. If it doesn't, you come from the back, you give it a little twisty twist with a little twist, and we'll push forward first, make sure she's unlocked. Make sure you come right off. Oh, we come right here, slide underneath, and that's what I'm going to give you another close-up. Let me give you another close-up of this, of how this comes off, just so you thoroughly understand. It's the same on all of them. There's really no difference. Uh-oh, we got off autofocus. No. There we go. All right. So, we got this little teeny clip, and all you're doing is you're coming right underneath this, and you're barely wiggling. Just barely getting that to come up. Once you get that up, that's it. It's done. Now it'll come right off. Watch. Should wiggle right off. Nope, didn't get it all the way. You just twist it right here, like that, and that's it. Nope. So you need to push that up and then pull it. So right there, right when that's up, now if you pull it, it'll pop right like that, and that releases. And then we just plug this sucker in. Just like that. And this actually self-tightens it, so you don't push it in. As you snap it, it pulls it in. And that just wanted to show you this light didn't go on, so that means there is no power in the system, so everything looks good. All right, time to go ahead and turn her on. We're not going to start her, but we're just going to see what she does. So it shouldn't show any special lights, shouldn't do anything bad. No check engine light, nothing. We got the key. Everything looks as always. Don't forget your key. And we're going to go ahead and power her up. All right, and that's it. Let's see if all the lights look normal. All the lights are looking normal. I'm not seeing anything weird. We'll close the door. Should be good. Yeah, now we'll turn her off. Yep, no special lights. All right, we got her turned on. The race chip should be lit up. Let's take a look. That little light, there it is. We're in B's knees. All right, update. Now we're gonna tie strap everything down. I moved this connector. This is the boost pressure gauge from underneath this little plastic hose to the other side. So this will actually lay a lot flatter, and then this can actually just pop back in place. So now basically this just snaps right back in. Boom, 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 we're done. And now we got the room there. So we're gonna go ahead and button her up. Another update, to get this to sit flat, you actually have to get these out of there. I tried to run these underneath this air box. You actually have to stick them up in the corner. So far those are looking good. They're not gonna wiggle, they're not gonna hit anything. This is looking good. So now we're gonna route these guys over to here and tuck them in like right here with the race chip. We're just doing some tidying up. These little tie straps, we got plenty of these. And then you got these little plastic clips. All these do is just snap right in. Boom. Boom. And boom. Last one. And that's it. So now, for a tie strap, we got one tie strap here. It's pretty loose on it, not too tight. And we got one little tie strap holding the race chip here. Everything looks fine. It's not going to really move too much anywhere. Everything's looking good. Everything tucks back. Snips complete. I wish it was that easy from start to finish, but it took a good solid hour. It definitely took some time. So let's go ahead and start her up. Let's see if she starts. It said that she should start up fine if everything's good. So let's see what we got. Here we go. All right, everything looks good. All right, let's get some driving impressions. We got this little angel about, what did we get her? We got her like a month ago, 2 months ago. Did all the fluids on her. And now we got the coolant done. The last thing we did was the intercooler fluid, and it really made a huge difference. I would say the intercooler fluid, when I changed it out, check out that video up in the corner, I would say it did 13 wheel horsepower, changing that from the OEM to the AMSOIL. So definitely check that out. And then the differential gear lube we did, that made about 3 horsepower, my guess. Motor oil, probably 3. Trans, about 3. So I would say all those combined are only about 10. But the actual intercooler fluid did more than that. So that was the biggest difference. So I'm going to show you right now. We're just going to tip in and we'll see what we got. Feels good. Wow. Definitely feels good. We're going to take a little turn here and see what we got here. Oh, shit. I think it's making more power. Wow. I didn't get any pinging there or any knocking. Now that was the E, which is non-sports mode. So now we'll try sports mode. We'll see what we got here. See how she runs. Wow, so far it's feeling good. We'll be back for a little pull here. She's shifting better in manual mode, just more responsive. Seems to be better, so we'll go ahead and see how she runs out of this light. We got her in sport mode, and we'll see how she pulls. Good. Pulls real good. All right, we're entering the 15. We're going to be headed south to Prim. We're going to go ahead and reset our odometer here on our fuel mileage. Here we go. Reset. Here we go. We're going to cruise. All right, we're climbing out of Vegas, headed to Prim. So far, so good. Everything feels really good. All right, a little update. For some reason, the cruise control won't work now. It says it's not available. So I don't know if it's the sun that's hitting it, or because we're going into the sun, or if there could be a glitch with the software. So this is weird. Well, we'll be back. All right, we went 21 miles. We got 27 miles a gallon as of the computer, but it's really weird. It says it won't do the cruise control anymore for some reason. So there could be a glitch. So we're gonna turn her off, fill her up with gas, drive back into town. We'll see what it takes to fill it up the second time to see how accurate the computer is. And we're also gonna measure the fuel mileage going back into town. We're gonna add them both up, divide by 2, and we'll see what we get. Wow, I think we hit the most expensive gas station between here and California. But hey, it's worth it for the test. So we're filling her up, and one note, we are running the tires at 37 pounds. So they are a super soft Toyo tire. And then we are running a super soft, 240 treadwear, just so you know the tire compound. All right, we're in Jean, Nevada, not Prim. Prim is another 14 miles down south, headed that way. So now we're gonna motor her up, we're gonna reset our fuel, and see how close the computer is to the actual mileage. So we're gonna go here, yes, reset, here we go, let's rock. Just wanted to show you the tire pressure. That's our tire. All right, this is one of the biggest ticket spots in all of Las Vegas. We're going downhill, downwind. That's our mileage right now. And everybody gets tickets here because you can come into Vegas at 90 miles an hour going downhill, and it just feels like we're standing still right now. It doesn't even feel like we're moving. All right, we just got off on Blue Diamond. We're at 35.6 miles a gallon, averaging 63 miles an hour, 20 miles. So now we're gonna go up this way and go fill her up. All right, we're at the gas station, 33.1. Here we go. Let's do our numbers. All right, let's see how accurate the computer is. The computer said we got 30.05, so 30 miles a gallon. Before, with the AC off, windows open, I got 30.7. So as of right now, it lost fuel mileage. Let's find out. Let's see how much it takes. Here we go. All right, that's what it took. I hit it, I had it stop, and then I went a little more to top it off, and then it stopped twice. So I didn't just let it stop the first time. I did a double on it, so that's 0.96, and let's see the mileage we went. All right, so the verdict is we went 21 miles. We used 0.96 gallon, so we got 22 miles a gallon real world. The computer said 32 miles a gallon. So we lost a lot of fuel mileage. The car doesn't feel much quicker. I don't know what happened, but looks like the race chip's not worth it. We had a glitch with the car, which was weird, and looks like it's a whole disaster. I saw a whole other video on the race chip that looked really good. It showed it on an AMG car, and they showed the before and after 0 to 60 and stuff. So yeah, I think just going to be returning the race chip. Update, I wanted to mention the car does shift better in manual mode. So I'm feeling a lot more power in manual mode, just shifting a lot quicker, and it downshifts better too. So I have a feeling the race chip is probably designed for this car in manual mode, is the map for the computer. So I don't really drive the car in manual mode. I'm not tracking the car, I just cruise it, or I have it in sport mode. So I don't know, as of right now, it's just not worth it. I didn't notice much difference in power, and the fuel mileage went way down. Maybe it's not tuned right. So in the books, it said if you don't notice it, with the car on, not running, but with the power on, turn it one stage higher and give it a try. So let's try it. So let's go one stage higher right here. All right, so we just went to number 5. All right, the verdict's in. The race chip for me is not worth it. In manual mode, when you're using the paddle shifters, the car is more responsive, it runs better. When you're actually in the factory tune, which is 0, which we're on right now, it actually runs better in E and sports mode. So the car just runs better. But when you're in manual, I actually went from the different notches. You're gonna see all these different notches. It starts at 4, but 5 and 6. So when I actually dialed it up, it actually ran even better in manual mode. So I'm gonna say their claim is pretty close to being right. But I don't drive this car in manual mode. I'm not tracking the car. So I don't know. It's just not worth it. So we're gonna have to take it all down and ship it back.